and the Beards. I am your wonderful host with the most. I am Splurk McGlurkin. I will be taking you through the wonderful tour today. If you don't want to call me Splurk McGlurkin, you can also just call me Al. It's whatever. I'm going to be one to take you through the tour today of this wonderful podcast, but you know me. I can't do it by myself. I am only such a man. Not that much of a man, though. I have to have friends with me, and my friends are right here next to me. I got the wonderful Scott and the amazing Kiana, and we are the one and only Beauty and the Beards. Welcome. How's everybody doing?
Fantastic.
Cold.
It is cold.
Yeah,
It is cold. I mean,
Just
we're
my
definitely
legs. Just my legs.
Definitely starting to get into that cool weather time. It's we're winter.
Yeah.
You know, Thanksgiving's done. It's all Christmas now.
Winter
Everything
is
Christmas.
terrible.
It did say it's supposed to be in like the 50s next week, though.
Bro,
That's
I'm
crazy.
hey,
Oh,
hey,
God.
welcome to that Midwest weather. It is like the most flip of a coin type of weather, whether it'll be hot one day and then cold the next in the middle of December.
Yeah, we're going to have a 70-degree Christmas. I can
Yep.
already see it.
Yep. With a very light snow, just enough to cover your yard, but you can still see the grass poking out.
It's going to be a light snow throughout the night, and in the morning it's going to hit 70 degrees.
And it's
all
all
that
gone.
shit.
Yeah.
It's going to be
It's
slushy
all gonna be
disgustingness on the way to all your
gross
gatherings.
and
It's
muddy.
going to be disgusting. You're going to be slipping
A
and sliding
nightmare
everywhere.
for us with dogs.
Oh, yeah.
I've gotten to the point this year already, before the ground started freezing, of just putting them in the kennels until they fade dry, and I let them out. And I'm like, I'm not fucking scrubbing this shit every fucking time.
This time of the year is definitely one that Midwestern people like us kind of dread because it is the most bipolar portion of the year. This part is where it literally goes up and down until it gets to the point where it's just flat fucking cold. And I hate it so much because it literally is like a tease.
I just remembered something for when Run TMC was editing last episode. For those who watched it, know that he edited out every time we said the F word.
Oh.
He muted us for every time. And I just sat here and listened to us talk and thought about it. And I was like, we just said it like 6 times.
Yeah, fuck it.
So we're trying to get better about it. But
Fucking until
rip
YouTube tells
to
me, I
the
don't
beginning
care.
of the
Until YouTube tells me, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to be so real.
he's still editing.
I
it
love
out,
you,
though.
Run TMC. I really do. But YouTube ain't paying me, and we're not monetized yet. So until then, fuck it. Until then,
The
fuck
bad
it.
thing about it, though, is
Quit making his life hard, damn it.
the bad thing about it is that when we do become monetized, which hopefully we do someday,
Yeah. I mean, these episodes.
we
will
just
be
won't
tough.
we just won't get paid for these ones.
Oh well. By that time,
Our monetization.
I love you guys, but until YouTube tells me, I'm really not going to try to censor myself that hard. I mean, come on now.
I apparently have
love
a
you,
problem
Run
with it.
TMC. I do. I love you a lot, man.
I got voice
But it's-
banned on
you
COD.
gotta understand. You hear me talk outside of here. I'm already censoring myself a lot being in here. There's words that I
Dead
use in
ass.
my lingo normally that I have
In my
not used in
lingo?
here, and y'all are lucky. Like, I'm just saying, fuck is the least of your concerns when it comes to words with me. Genuinely, I'm gonna be so real.
I saw his face the moment you said the word. He's like, "Damn it!"
Yeah, I know, and I love you. I do. We put you through a lot so far this morning, and it's already been a stressful morning for you. We love
Hey, we're
you,
doing a
though.
tier list. No, we're not doing a tier list. Hey, we're doing a tier list. No, we're not.
No, we're not. Yeah, we are.
Why don't you just set it up for the next session? Oh, wait, hold on.
Yeah, no, scratch that
Actually,
idea.
wait, we're gonna do
actually
one right
use it.
now.
Yeah, we're gonna use it.
We're all over the place. We never planned any of
We
this.
don't. We don't.
Welcome to the
just
shit
know
show.
that y'all are getting the most genuine version of us that
We
has
never
no idea what the
planned
fuck we're doing half the
anything.
time.
Nope.
We just get in here and we just talk.
We were all
Yep.
together last night. Didn't
Still
plan
didn't do
nothing for
anything.
this morning.
Yep. No, dogs, you stay out there. Anyway. But no, it was cool weekend. We had our time off, our extra time off considering our job. We ended up
Yeah.
getting Friday off. I don't know. Did you get Friday off?
I had
as well?
Thursday and Friday.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
both of
yeah.
us, we
We all got 4-day weekends.
All got a nice little extended
He
weekend.
got the entire week. He took the
Yeah,
whole week
he had a
off.
little vacation that he ended up taking. He had some stuff
Yeah, mine's
going on,
5.
and he ended up taking the whole week. And I was like, damn.
And shout out to him because he spent a couple of days this week helping me set up for our Twitch channel.
Yes.
That is about to go live. Once I'm missing a couple pieces.
Oh,
to finish off the
one
set.
second. The subscriber goal, 1,000 subscribers. We need to hit that. We need to hit that. That is the thing we need to hit, and only you can help us get there. And when we get there, this man here is going to get himself a mullet. So when you hit that subscribe button, keep in mind you are getting one step closer to putting this man through the greatest haircut he's ever had.
Oh, God.
While you're there, though, make sure to hit the like button. Make sure to leave a comment about what you like to hear. And if you want me to say more fuck, let me know.
We did say we have no clue what we're doing.
We don't. Half the time, we just kind of wing it, and we have fun with it, and we hope that you enjoy it because this is what we like to do.
And I'll throw a link to the Twitch channel in the description, so you guys can drop us a follow.
Yeah, we're gonna have fun
Get
with
us
it.
up there.
We already have an idea of what we want to play for the first game. It might end up changing
gonna have
up.
to
It
give
might
me
not.
that
It just
login.
really. We just got to get it all set up and get it going.
You gotta give me that login so I can take my clips and put them on there too.
Yep.
Yeah, we got some good fun ones. We got
I have some from Faz that I was
If
pulling
you
the
have
other day.
if you have the email saved, it's the same email, same password.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
We keep
And
it
hopefully
easy
none
right
of you
now.
dig deep enough to figure out what the fuck that is, or else we're gonna have to change it. So we ended up having our Friendsgiving. It was fun. It was good times. We had good food.
We told them about it last week.
Yeah.
For Friendsgiving?
Did we do our Friendsgiving
We just
last
did
week?
normal Thanksgiving.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
did
we had a normal Thanksgiving, 'cause we recorded the day after we had our
That's
Friendsgiving last
that's
week.
Right, that's
Yep,
right.
yep, yep.
That's right. Well, I had an extra Friendsgiving.
Oh yeah,
I
right
had an
after
extra
the pod
Friendsgiving.
last week.
Yeah, I had an extra Friendsgiving. It was fun. I played a board game of Risk. If y'all know Risk, very fun board game. Loved the game. I won. Shout out to me and the Pink Squad. Pink Squad is savage. We started out in Africa, ended up spreading to America, took over Africa, and we basically plotted against the rest of the world from there. We ended up winning. Nobody else was standing against us. We are the best.
I don't remember much from that game.
I've
only
never
played
played
like twice.
it.
Risk is just a fun game of command and conquer. It's just divide and conquer, and you either team up with people or you don't. And it's
I know I own it.
yeah, it's fun. We'll play it at some point. Probably end up playing it on Beauty and the Boards or something. I don't know. We'll figure something out. Who knows?
There's so much we're trying to make this channel more than just a podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give you guys more content. That way, there's
I'd
more.
say.
There's more to our channel.
We almost did more over the weekend with our spare time, but I'll tell you, this cold weather has been beating the piss out of me.
It's terrible.
That's why the
It's
streaming
terrible.
setup is inside my house.
Yeah,
not
it's
out
gonna make
here.
it a lot easier. Yeah, because dude, it's tough. Like
We
we
are
want to
streaming where
do more,
it's
but this
warm.
cold weather
Yeah,
does
this is
definitely
not
make it a
a
little
good
bit
time.
harder to do it. Because we were planning on doing some extra recording and stuff like that over the week, but I'll tell you, this cold weather giving me the sinus problems that I have is making my throat pain a problem. This fucking drainage and shit can go right the fuck to hell. Waking up and doing this.
It's
It
like
fucking sucks.
there's no
nothing.
inhale.
There's
It's just
nothing.
stuck.
It's just nothing. It sucks. It sucks. I'm waking up and going just to clear my fucking throat of all
Sounds
the
like you've
fuck-
been smoking cigarettes.
Yeah,
for
I
50
know.
Years.
It sucks, dude. It sucks, dude. But I mean, hey, welcome to
Hell, I
living
still
this
got-
living in this
That's a
cold weather.
struggle.
I still got a little bit of the sniffles and a little, it's just like a
Yeah, as
fucking
you
cough
do
that
it
just
and I
won't
do it.
go away.
Well, mine's because I have the broken nose in 3 different places, and I have a hole in between my cartilage.
You don't. You just put your nose through everything.
So
I
Smack
I
it.
just have.
I have problems
I mean,
with my face.
I never broke my nose, but I have a deviated septum, so my right side's smaller than my left, and it's always clogged. I can never breathe out of my right nostril.
That's the worst. That is the
It's
worst.
fucking annoying, especially when you're trying to sleep.
No, I
If you got a
believe it.
clogged nose along with a deviated, oh, dude, it's so bad. Trying to breathe.
Mouth breather. is
I
what you're
have
gonna
to be a mouth breather because I can't breathe properly out of my nose. I feel like I'm cutting my oxygen off if I close my mouth.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll get away with it if I'm like not paying attention. You know, like
Yeah.
when you're not thinking about yourself breathing, it works. But
It's just
now
like-
we're
it's-
talking about it, so I'm gonna be mouth breathing for a moment.
I mean, hey. I about to say, but no,
Oh, God.
we did that. Everybody's Thanksgiving with their families go good though. Everybody have a good time with that. Everybody get good
Yeah,
food.
everything went good though. But we normally play games at Brittany's family Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
We normally do this like quarter game. It's called Left Right Center.
Yeah.
We normally play that, but everybody thought we were going to play it except for the person that lives in the home. She thought we weren't playing it, so she didn't bring no money. Means we didn't end up playing the game.
Oh damn!
And I was like, well, since she didn't do that, I was like, get a hold of my mother-in-law, have her bring a couple board games over, and nobody ended up touching those. But I did, since my cousin AJ was there.
Yeah, shout out AJ.
He brought his ammo case that he keeps his Pokemon cards in.
Yeah, because
he has collectible cards in it.
He has very pricey cards that are worth a good amount. He's not a player like we are, but he is very much so a collector, and he has some good shit on hand that is definitely worth putting in a good case to keep him preserved.
Yeah.
But he brought that, and me and him were sitting. They've got this real wide recliner chair style thing. Me and him were both sitting in there. They took a picture of us basically like cuddling. If I can get it from Brittany, I'll have Chris put it up somewhere.
Yeah.
Like around here. Sure. But we were sitting there playing Pokemon Go, the live app.
Yeah.
We were sitting there. We battled each other. I whooped his ass. I told him that he shouldn't have edited that deck ever. He edited the Charizard deck you get from the League deck. If you scan the card, it gives it to you in the game. He edited it. You don't need to.
You don't.
I played the deck the way it was made. Beat his ass. He didn't get a
very
single prize card off me.
It is not a hard deck to use at all. It is very straightforward. I mean, hell, he won. Run TMC played last night and won almost every fucking game with it because it's just that good of a deck. I mean, granted, I helped coach him with it, but I mean, once he gets the general idea of how to use that deck, he's going to also continue to win more and more games with it because it's that good of a deck.
So now that all three of us have that, we're going to have to each get individual, like, competitive decks to an extent so that we actually have a fighting chance against that deck. So it's going to be an interesting thing that we're working on. But me and him were playing that, and he's like, oh, I brought this just in case we decided to start talking about it. He went and grabbed the case, and I was like, you knew we were going to talk about it.
Yeah.
There was no just in case.
Yeah,
you knew we were going to talk about it. He brought it over, and he showed me a bunch of collectible cards. He's talking about getting graded and all this kind of stuff. And by the end of the day, me and Brittany had both bought cards off of him because, that's just how that works. I'm bad about buying singles.
Also, shout out to Run TMC for getting Brittany her Bulbasaur that he ended up pulling.
Yeah.
That was super, super, super dope. He ended up pulling a full art Bulbasaur. We'll have to throw the image of it up too. It's really easy to find. Let's throw that up just so you could see it. It's a really cool image, but
it's really cute.
It is really cute, but to note that is his wife's favorite Pokemon is Bulbasaur, and so to have that full art, which is one of the newer full arts for him, and it's a very adorable, very nice full art. It is very good pull by him. His pull rates are bullshit, I'm going to add, by the way, because we opened up packs last night. The first pack he hands me, I open it up. Double hit. 2 full arts in the fucking pack. And I'm like, don't fucking talk to me. don't fucking talk to me. Because no way I'm out here pulling the same fucking base Entei card 7 different fucking times.
Yeah.
And this motherfucker, first pack out of all the packs that he chose not to open because he just doesn't have time, it's fucking double fucking hit. I hate it here, dude.
But
if it would have been like a Pikachu or something.
I hate it here, dude.
God forbid he pulled like Moonbreon. I would have choked him out on sight. It'd have been a straight strangling.
I believe that.
It would have been
how older set.
It'd have been the same exact way that SpongeBob started strangling Mr. Krabs over the dime when Squidward couldn't come back to work. You wouldn't let Squidward come back all over a stinking dime. That's how I would have did him. That's how I would have held him up midair, legs dangling. Over that. I'll let you know. I love
cards though.
Speaking
of cards though, it's been a pretty heavy card playing the past few days.
Yeah. You're struggling to get that out there.
English, homie.
I just took a drink.
The last few days. This shit was beating the shit out of you as it was trying to get out.
Like I was saying.
Disrespect.
Black Friday was a couple days ago.
Oh, shit.
And
You ended up getting some good deals, I heard.
Yeah, I got a toolbox because I finally.
I've
needed a toolbox for years.
Pointed that out over there.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
We bought our house.
Toolbox. Sorry.
Toolbox.
Sorry, that was
wow.
That was that northern.
You having
shit
trouble
coming
getting it out?
Yeah. It's that northern coming out of me. That's that Minnesota bullshit. It's being around my mom after she comes home from a fucking trip. She comes home and sounds like a different human being for like 2 days every single time. I'm like, who are you?
No, but I got a toolbox because we got this house about a year ago almost.
Shout out to the house.
Shout out to the house. But all my tools are in storage bins because I've never owned a full-fledged toolbox. Lowe's had a fire ass too, so I got that.
Yeah.
But I also got like security cameras for the house because I feel like it's really necessary, especially with all the stuff we got going on out here. But after I did all that, I hit the card shops.
Yeah, we got to.
I hit the local.
At this point, we got to.
I hit the 2 local card shops that are big on singles. I got a Paladin Fates ETB and I got a Obsidian Flames ETB. I got the Obsidian Flames one.
That's an elite trainer box for the people who don't know. That's basically a box that comes with packs and like a
card
set of
sleeves, dice, damage counter, stuff like that.
Yeah, it's basically just a starter box to help you get an idea of how to play the game and give you a little bit of your tools.
Yeah,
and
I feel the
with
way they
instructions
feel.
and
I don't
everything.
know.
Yeah. But I got the Obsidian Flames one because Brittany really wanted the Charmander promo card that comes in that. We'll throw that up too. Somewhere right here.
That's the one that's a part of the
He's a
same
boomer.
Yeah,
set, right?
it's Charmander with his face smushed up against the glass.
Yeah.
It's so
It's
cute.
cute.
It's
It's adorable.
But Brittany wanted that to go with the Bulbasaur that she's got. So I got that for her. But I got that Paladin Fates one because the last one up there, and I know it's an older set. Got it for $35. Not a bad deal.
Not
It's an
a
older
bad
set.
deal at all.
It's a really good deal.
Very good deal. $35.
Went and
is really
pulled
good.
the Bubble Mew out of that bitch.
And for those who know,
We'll put
I know
that
your
right
jaw just
here.
dropped to the floor. For those who know what that is, your jaw dropped to the floor. Jonathan, I know you're watching.
So we'll put that right about here. And right next to it, right about here. Bam, rough value.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Rough value of what it is.
The best
not
card,
graded.
yeah, non-graded. The best value card that I've ever pulled in my entire life. I literally got it because Brittany wanted the Mimikyu promo that comes in it.
Yes, I seen that one too. Yeah,
So
I've seen that on
that
the
she
desk
wanted the Mimikyu promo so that she could give it to AJ's daughter Celia for her
that's
birth, for
adorable.
Christmas because
Yeah.
she's also getting into cards and she likes Mimikyus.
Oh, that's adorable.
But I got it for that. But I pulled
For that.
that out of it. Like
Yeah,
I was like,
it was a win-win.
oh, dude, it was crazy. It was such a good day for pulls.
Well, basically, it was more like a win-win. Like that's like that. That is a hit. That when you go and open up cards like shit like that is the type of shit where you go, and you don't really. And the thing about it is,
I didn't know it was valuable until I scanned it. And I was like,
Yeah.
what am I holding?
It hurt my
Holy
soul
shit.
that he told me that he set it down with other cards and had like other cards placed on top of it, and I was like,
I had it looked at whenever I took it to the card shop yesterday morning. It was the day after I pulled it. I took it to the card shop, had him look at it, and he was like, honestly, this could grade PSA 9, maybe even a 10 still.
Yeah.
So I didn't damage it. We're fine. Yep. But even at a 9 graded, it's still worth like $500. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Crazy.
That card is wild, and it's also adorable as shit. It's
I'd say
Mew
people love
in a
Mew.
different art style in a little bubble.
It's Mew, and I'm pretty sure. Excuse me, I'm pretty sure it's like shiny Mew or something like that. Unless the
It's
bubble.
like, it's got a blue color to it.
yeah,
so
it's like unless it's the bubble that's changing the color of Mew
It could
because it's
be.
in a bubble, it might be. But if not, I'm pretty sure that might be shiny Mew as
But
well,
there's
which is
a-
also really cool. But
There's some derpy ass other Pokemon in the background.
Yeah,
there's
there
a
are.
little Poliwhirl
Yeah.
in the lake below him,
Super
just
cute.
derpy
Yeah.
as shit art.
Super cute.
Yeah, I love that card.
But
But I sent it off yesterday morning to get graded. We'll see how that comes out.
that is one thing I will say. I have a great appreciation for when it comes to card collecting and cards themselves. I don't really like a whole lot of crazy card arts that haven't like grown up with me. Like when it comes to like other card games, like Yu-Gi-Oh. If it's not like Blue Eyes White Dragon or Dark Magician or something like that, if it's one of these newer card sets, I'm not really gonna go fucking crazy over it. But when it comes to Pokemon, they could use the same Pokemon over and over again and give it a different fucking full art, and I'm still like, this is fire. They're so good at what they do. Like, they're so good at what they do. Like, there's like 17 different fucking Charmander full arts out there.
Yeah.
But, like, almost all of them are sick as shit because they're all done by different artists and they all look really fucking good. Like, even when it comes to the Pocket game is completely different. Or, like, some of them are reused arts from, like, sets that we've had before.
There's a couple arts from the Pocket game that are original, like set one, base set artists.
Like the Alakazam.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
Alakazam.
the
Yep.
old arts.
And the same thing with,
And there's
I
some
think,
that
the
are
new-
special. They made the art specifically for this game.
I think the new Onyx they just put in for the promo is also an old. I think it's like an old Gen 1 set. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it is an older one. It's a useless ass card. Nobody's going to use it. It takes.
We
fucking
kind of skipped over
3.
it though. How was your guys' Thanksgiving?
Oh, mine was fine.
Did you guys have anything cool going on?
I didn't do a whole lot.
Y'all
of
watch the
nothing.
games?
Did I watch the game?
I did. Well, I was in
didn't
the
really pay
living room
attention,
while
no.
it happened.
I mean, I watched. I
I didn't watch the games, but I did watch Kenny's play-by-play on Facebook as it was going on.
Oh no!
'Cause Matt
So here I will talk
Eberfuck's
about.
dumbass.
Here's what I'll talk about. I do have something to say because
Jesus.
I completely forgot about this. So the Bears might honestly be
this year's Bears, honestly, might be, and our buddy Christian even said it, the most unclutched football team there has ever been. Oh my God. Thank God you guys fired your fucking coach because he's a fucking moron.
Kenny calls him Matt Eberflus.
Yeah, he's fucking stupid. He's a fucking idiot. As a Vikings fan, I can say this proudly because I've always hated the fucking Bears. The only one that I've ever liked was fucking Urlacher, and he gets a pass because he's a bald man who could sack anybody on this fucking planet. I don't give a shit. Everybody else can suck a dick. That whole team is ass. Your coaching staff is ass. Your head coach is a fucking idiot, because how the hell do you have timeouts still? You're in crunch time. It is fourth quarter. You have double-digit seconds left on the clock, less than 20 seconds on the fucking clock with timeouts, and you try to rush a play with the clock running. You don't use a timeout. You don't do nothing. You are within field goal range, and you somehow manage to get sacked. Go back yardage. Now you're out of field goal range. Clock is still running. You don't call a timeout. You instead rush a pass play to where your quarterback throws it directly to the fucking dumpster in the fucking alleyway because he can't pass to anybody. And then you say, I don't know what happened. And you go, I don't know. Maybe we should have called a timeout. Maybe you should have, you fucking idiot. You had at least 2 of them to use, I'm pretty sure. If not, you had 1, and 1 is enough to stop the clock and get a playoff. If not, get a play, kill it, and try for a field goal. You still had a chance to try for a fucking field goal.
Yeah. They're the most unclutched team in the NFL.
It was
right
and
wild.
Granted, the Bears are not known for making field goals as of the last few years. They are definitely not known for making
They're known
clutch
for
field
hitting
goal.
the fucking field goal
They're
post.
known for hitting the post and missing them bitches for sure.
But that guy got fired, the one that kept hitting the post.
I'm pretty sure, but nonetheless, you have a better shot there than a fucking Hail Mary pass all the way down the fucking field on double coverage.
It was just bad
It was
play
bad
calls.
overall.
It was bad play calls on the coach's
overall.
part for sure.
If you're a Bears fan, I feel bad for you, dog. Like,
Yeah, I was
really
not
do.
surprised whenever I got on the next day and they said they fired him, and I was like, yep.
I saw something saying that they fired him in Detroit and left his ass there.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
And there was a meme of him standing on the field by himself, and it said Matt was still waiting to call that last timeout.
Yeah.
It was an empty field, no audience, no
Shit,
nothing. It's just
and
one
just
guy
him.
in the distance,
Just
standing where the
waiting.
head coach stands, and it's just like Matt waiting for his last
Waiting.
timeout call.
Oh, man.
You're gonna wait forever because you ain't coaching shit no more.
Man.
Fuck the Bears. The Bears still suck.
And we also, it was a rough fourth quarter, but we beat the Bears last
We did
Sunday.
beat the Bears, yeah.
God, we were cooking
Yeah.
them all the way through the third, and the fourth, the Bears pulled something out of their ass, tied it. We went into overtime, our first overtime of the season,
Yeah.
and we beat them by field goal. But
Yep. Bears
my
still
God.
suck. Bears still suck. We somehow managed to fuck that game up enough to where we gave them a chance. Shouldn't even have been that close, but hey, the Bears still suck. So it doesn't
Yeah.
matter. They weren't going to win that game anyway.
oh,
They
dude,
weren't
it
winning
still
that game anyway.
that overtime stressed me out. I was
It
like,
didn't-
how did we
it
even
ain't
get
bothered
here?
Me. It didn't bother me. I was like, oh, wow, we're in overtime. Well, we win. Honestly.
I was like, how did we even get here? It was
Like, well, we
crazy.
win. I don't care. We win. we go in overtime with the Bears. We win. I don't care. I
Like
don't
you said,
care.
unclutched team. of
It's
the year.
literally like her
Yeah,
Longhorns
it's-
going up against an unranked team. That's
Speaking
like
of the Longhorns,
3-5.
they won last night.
Yeah, shout out to the Longhorns.
Hey,
they went crazy. They went
we
crazy.
sure did.
About to say,
We're
y'all talk
going to
about
the
Longhorns
SEC
real quick.
championship, baby. I'm so fucking excited. This is, I think, our second year in the SEC championship, maybe even just
Yeah,
the
and
first.
you guys have not lost a single game this year.
No, we
you've
lost
won.
one.
You've lost one game this year.
We lost against the Bulldogs, which I think is who we're getting ready to go up against for the championship.
He's getting the stink bug massacre.
I know he is.
Whack her out of here.
Because there's a fly and a moth around here.
Yeah, there is.
So we're going to the SEC championship.
Yeah, they
I'm so
are.
fucking
Woo!
excited. Ah!
Woo!
God,
So
that's-
scary.
Woo! Woo!
It reminds
So how
me
does,
of the
how does
SpongeBob
this championship?
character.
How does this championship work?
I don't know.
Explain it for Scott,
I don't
because
know,
you
bro,
know
because
about
I've
college.
I don't
never.
know
This
shit
is
about
my
college.
first time in the SEC championship. Like I don't really know that much about it, honestly.
Right.
There's a
What is
big
happening
ass
right now?
fly in here. There's a big bitch in here.
What is happening right now?
There's a big
He
bitch
is
in here.
struggling.
Dude, there's a big bitch in here. Y'all don't see this big ass bitch flying around your heads?
I normally just
No.
don't pay attention to it.
Damn. Well, welcome to the new table decoration. Shout out to that.
Yeah,
winner, but they're
so
fucking
it's the
hiding
Georgia
it.
They're still
Bulldogs
here, yeah,
against the
somehow.
Texas Longhorns, and that's kind of scary because that's how we
Georgia's-
lost. That's who we
Georgia's
lost to.
Yeah, Georgia's tough.
Georgia's.
We watched them play. We were
watching Texas against Texas
no,
last night.
No. Friday. Me and Brittany went out Friday to visit Trinity, and they were playing the Mount Zion versus somebody else.
I don't remember.
It was for a state championship game. Mount Zion made it to a state
Yeah, they
championship
made it to
game.
the
They
state
won second
championship.
place because they
Yeah.
lost. They got cooked. They got one touchdown the whole game. It was like 6 to like 40 something. It was insane. It was rough for them.
Yikes.
But they got second place. They all looked like they didn't even want to touch the trophy whenever they were doing their little pictures at the end, handing out medals and all that shit.
Yeah, I mean, hey.
But they were on, that was on one screen, and the Georgia game was on the other one. It was Georgia versus somebody else. I just know that the Georgia logo looks just like the Packers logo.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I feel like they should be more creative with that, but that's just me.
So this-
that's somebody who's not watching it looking in.
So this just says the SEC championship game is just an annual football game that's determined by
later.
the Southeastern Conference season's champion since 1992. So it's like a
Damn.
college version of the Super Bowl, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much.
Is this just like region-wise championship, or is this like
No,
US?
yeah, it's the Southeastern region, I think is what it was, because it's there's more than just the SEC. I think there's other,
do
yeah.
you, if you win that, do you
championships,
move on to a
there's-
different
every
championship?
division-
I
I'm
don't
pretty
know. I don't
sure-
think so. You're just in the SEC championship. Like that's
Let's
just
say.
yeah.
They
There's
have-
different.
There's different championships for every
Yeah.
division. Like there's because there's the SEC, there's the Big 10, there's the Big 12.
The Big 12,
there's,
yeah.
There's a bunch of different
we were
divisions.
in the Big 12, and then last year I think was
Gophers
our
are in the
first
Big
year in the SEC. Yeah.
Yeah, Gophers are Big 10.
So if you win that championship, is the season over? Do you move on to something else?
You go. I'm pretty sure you go to another. So I'm pretty sure there's like a bowl. There's like a championship like bowl that you guys play
I
or
don't
something
know.
like that. Or like there's something. I'm not
like
too
they don't have a
positive.
countrywide thing that they do,
I mean, like
I don't
some-
think
there's,
so.
I don't.
or
I
is
don't
it
know.
just region-wise?
I'm gonna be real. I don't know, dog. I don't know. College is different because
I
there's
know
so
there's
many
a lot of
more-
things about college
There's
football
so
that's
many, but
different.
the thing is because there's so many more colleges than, of course, there are NFL teams.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like NFL is able to do their Super Bowl in the same way that every other sport would do their like playoff runs and stuff like that. Just do a big bracket, best team plays best team, whoever wins
Right.
out of their division plays in the Super Bowl. You know, but when it comes to football, when it comes to college football, there are so many more teams that they have to put them in different divisions. And on top of that, it's not like you can take the number one ranking team in an unranked college. Even though they might be the best unranked college, you're definitely not going to put them up against the number one college in the fucking U.S. because honestly, they're still probably going to get fucking washed. So it's like, I don't know. Like, I don't know how they do it, but I'm pretty sure each division has their own championship. And I'm pretty sure
That's what it looks like.
I'm
yeah.
pretty sure there's like a bigger championship you could play for afterwards, but
Yeah.
I don't necessarily know if it goes any further than that. I don't know.
It says the winner of the SEC championship game automatically qualifies for a spot in the Sugar Bowl.
Okay.
If that team
There's
is
a
not
big-
selected
yeah,
to participate in the 4-team playoff.
Yeah, there's like a bowl for a lot of
So
different
apparently
shit.
there's
like
a bowl
yeah.
afterwards.
That's what I thought.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys are what? 12-1, 11-1. What is it?
11-1, I think, right now.
I think you said 11-1 last week. You were
Some
gonna know that
ridiculous
answer.
number.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Some ridiculous number.
11-1.
It's just like the fucking Lions, I believe, are either 11-1 and 12-1 right now. It's stupid numbers.
Yeah, we're 11-1. That's why I said I'm scared because the only game we lost is the one against Georgia, and that's who we're playing in the playoffs.
NFC North is cooking right now, aside from the Bears. But the Lions and the Packers are actually all doing pretty decent this
Yeah.
year.
NFC North.
So
is
the
crazy good
Packers
right
are
now.
9-3 right now, I believe.
And
As
the
we're
fucking
not
Lions
9-2.
are like number 2 team in the fucking.
They're tied for first with the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're tied scoring.
I'm pretty positive this is one of our best seasons since like 2009.
Yeah.
This might be one of our best seasons for a while. I don't
That's
know.
when we had Colt McCoy.
You weren't
we've
hyping
had
up
good
the last season like this one.
We
So
season before that was better. I mean, the
Was it?
season before that we did the same. We were doing the same thing we're doing now. But the season before that, but we were winning more games by one touchdown instead
Yeah.
of blowing people out.
We had
Yeah.
a good time last year, but just 11-1 is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I think they said a statistic last week that most of our games this season have been one-score games.
It's welcome to
Yeah.
what a lot of our games have been. We don't go crazy and blow people out insanely like other teams do.
We did with a couple in the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
This is the first time I've ever watched football for a season, and I have actually not missed a single game except for I didn't watch any of the preseason.
Nope, you're gonna be so bored when the season ends. Oh man, you're gonna be so bored when the season ends. You're gonna have to wait have to wait a whole 5 months. I'm pretty sure before you could get more football.
I said we already qualify for wild card, don't we? Or I don't know how that works.
I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yeah, because we made it to the Sugar Bowl last year. That's when we lost against Washington. That's when we got our asses whooped by Washington.
So, yeah, we play the Cardinals today. They're score-wise, they're doing better than the Bears, but not by much. They're like...
They're 6-5.
Yeah, 6-5. They're like...
The Bears
they're
are
mid-tier
Bears
team.
are 4-8. Cardinals are 6-5. The next team we play is the Falcons. They are 6-5. And then the Seahawks we also play afterwards. They are also 6-5.
Last
The
year
next
we
three
were
teams are all mid-tier
Cardinals,
teams.
Falcons,
Yeah.
Bears, Seahawks.
Last year we were 12-2,
Seahawks
I
is
guess.
a team that I couldn't remember.
One more time, Kiana.
Last year we were 12-2.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Type shit.
Yeah, but they said that this was the first year that you guys were
We were
possibly going to make it to the
big,
SEC.
Yeah, we were Big 12 last year.
But
They
This
they,
is our-
switched divisions. They
yeah,
were in
we
Big
were
12.
in the
They
Big
got
12
moved to the
division, and we
SEC.
got moved to the SEC. That's why Georgia kept trying to say that they didn't think
'Cause
that
colleges
Texas
get
was
switched
worthy
divisions.
of being in the SEC.
if
And
they
here
went
the
12
fuck
and-
we are.
If they went 12-2 last year, they're worthy of being there.
Yeah.
Only a 2-loss game in 14
Last
years.
It
year-
just depends.
Yeah.
Because you got to remember, so these college divisions, different colleges play in different divisions because different colleges are better than other colleges. Like you got 2-star, 3-star, 4-star, 5-star colleges, and a lot of these divisions, like the Big Ten, has 2 or 3 really big name colleges in the Big Ten. Like you have Penn State, it's fucking huge. People in Penn State go fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Then you have SEC is fucking stacked. SEC's got a lot of really good teams in there.
That's why the Georgia, when we lost to, that's the game that we watched where they were throwing all the water bottles on the field and that bullshit ass call and everything. That's that game that we lost. That's the one, and that's who we're going back up against. And he was trying to say that we paid off the ref to do that call and that Texas Longhorns weren't worthy of the SEC. And I'm like, "Aye, bitch, look at where we're at now."
Right. Man, college is different. It's a lot, but it is definitely fun to watch. And Longhorns have been putting in that fucking work.
I know after losing that first game and our shit that we had with that coach, it's gonna be a shit show of a fucking time. Whoever wins, oh god.
Oh yeah.
Oh god.
But aside from football, last night we had a pay-per-view event that was a blast. It was
Phenomenal.
a good one. It was
War Games!
This is War Games!
Shout out Paul Heyman.
Shout out to Paul Heyman for that absolutely moving
It was
moment.
so great though. It was phenomenal.
You guys have to work together. You guys have to unify. You have the greatest in the world and the tribal chief. You have to work together. This is War Games!
That is in fact what happened.
That's
Paul
exactly
Heyman
what happened.
is
Because
one of the
CM
greatest
Punk
of all
and Roman Reigns were having a little fucking who's got the bigger dick contest.
It was a clash of egos. It was
literally
It was a
Clash
clash
of
of egos from the moment they got into the
Absolutely,
cage.
Yeah.
absolutely. You knew that's what it was going to be from the moment that they called CM Punk out. Because I mean, look
When
at
he
who
stuck his
Roman
arm out
Reigns
in
is.
front of him, and I was like, "Oh no!"
And then Roman went to walk out, and because CM Punk was like,
CM
"No,
just
fuck you."
wedged.
I'm
I
going
told you.
in.
Shoved
I
his ass
told
out
you
the
that
way.
was going to be the order. I knew that's how it was going
I
to
knew
happen.
Roman was going to go last, just like I knew Solo was going to go last.
And I knew CM
That's
Punk
the
was
same
going to
thing they
go
did
right
for the
before
women.
him,
But-
and then
but-
I knew Sammy was going to go. Yeah.
Before we get into that one, let's talk about the other ones because we could go on about that one for a long time. Let's talk about the first one, obviously, which was the female War Games.
Rhea
The War
Ripley!
Games. Yes, it was very good. It
That
was
mask
done
was
very
sick.
well. The mask said B
That
for B,
woman
back for blood.
is phenomenal.
She was amazing.
My God.
That mask made me both. If I saw that in person, I feel like I'd be terrified and it might slightly do something for me.
They are going to also shout out to Tiffany Stratton. She's got so much ass. But dear God,
I can't out with you.
if I have to watch another episode of WWE anything where this bitch pulls out that case and does not do a
I
damn
swear
thing with
it.
it, I'm getting sick of it. I'm really getting sick of it because it's really annoying. It's one thing if somebody holds the case for a long time and is really like devious and trying
Yeah.
to plan it out when they're going to use it or whatever. But they literally, every opportunity they can, when they put this in her hand, it's like, oh my God, is she going to cash it in? Is she going to cash it in? She looks like she's going to cash it in. She's going to cash it in. She's going to cash it in. Nope, somebody comes in, fucks it up. Somebody does something. She does something. Something happens. Somebody points it out.
It was
Io with the fire
Raquel. It was
extinguisher.
Raquel this time.
Yeah,
She's like,
like-
"What the hell are you doing?"
Yeah.
And then Io came in with the fire extinguisher. She's like, nobody's doing anything.
Yep. It was a great entrance. Like honestly, it was a really good beginning match. I didn't know if they were going to start out with that or one of the subtitle matches, but to start out with that one, honestly, was a really good kickoff.
Yo, and her jumping in that trash can.
Yes. Shout out to the trash can.
She got her own. She painted that trash can because she's done.
Yeah.
This is her third War Games in a row that she's done this in. The first two, she did it with a regular trash can, but this time they were like, "You're gonna do it again, but paint it your color."
Yeah. Make it purple.
Make everybody
yellow.
know you're gonna do it.
Yep.
They attached a rope to that bitch.
She
painted
climbed.
it. She clamped that bitch to their side. And when she came into the ring for her first intro, she didn't go through the door. No, she got that bitch. And she climbed up the side of the fucking ring.
Yep.
I love Io.
Oh,
Io's
God.
great.
She
hilarious.
is great. She's crazy, and I love her so much.
She literally just puts that shit on top of her and goes, yeet.
She had a flip this time.
She did do a
She had a
flip.
flip this time.
She literally was just like, okay, here we go.
Yeah, everybody was all cheering her on. amping
Doesn't
her
even
up.
look
That's
because
what
she
she does,
took
that
out
little
Rhea
pause.
in the middle of it too.
She did that little pause. She took the trash and she went,
Yep.
Yeah, because Rhea was in the middle
She
of them
suited
all
up.
being
Yeah.
beat. I was like, oh, there she is underneath everybody.
And then Tiffy and her dump truck jumped off the other end too.
Yeah, she did a
Yep,
flip
she
too.
jumped off the other side too. All that ass
Same
crushed so
time.
much people.
and the team we wanted to win won
Won,
that shit.
finally.
Rhea's team won it.
Yep, and Rhea won in great
And Rhea
fucking
also took her
fashion.
mask off.
Great fucking
She
fashion.
did.
She went maskless.
She literally went to Future and said mask off and threw that shit off and then took not Tiffy but took Liv straight to the top turnbuckle. I don't know what her finishing move is called. I don't know what Rhea's
I can't
finishing
remember
move is
right
called.
now.
I don't know what it is.
I don't know what it
but
is.
Look that up.
Can you give us a look up real quick? She did that shit off of the top turnbuckle
Into
onto
a
a
table,
table and put that bitch through it. It was phenomenal. It was I'll tell you, I'll say one
Riptide,
thing.
I think it's called Riptide.
It might be Riptide. I'll say one thing.
If I could spell.
Yeah,
it is the Riptide.
sick. So yeah, she hit her with a Riptide up
go.
the top turnbuckle through the table and
Yep.
put her on her shit. Ended up pinning
She
her,
put her
got the win.
knees onto the ground too, bro.
Pinned her, all the shit. The crowd popped, went insane.
Wild.
I did say when we were watching it though that I there are certain aspects of WWE now that I wish we still had from back in the day, and I would say like the execution I wish was there, like we had it back in the day, because when somebody messed up back in the day, it was a lot harder to tell they messed up because of how good they were at selling or doing what they were supposed to do. Some of the females in the earlier portion of the match had some points where they obviously kind of misstepped or weren't on beat like they were supposed to be, and so there was some stuff that happened.
Happened
that,
a couple times.
Yeah.
through the night.
Yeah.
Last
there was some stuff that happened that just kind of seemed like it wasn't supposed to happen quite yet, so they weren't quite ready for it, so the reactions weren't quite there like they were supposed to be. But there on that end it was bad, but then on the other end there were some points of the night where the execution was so good.
Oh God,
It's
yeah.
like holy shit,
Oh,
you guys
yeah.
are doing a
I'll
damn
I'll
good
talk
job.
about another one when we get to the main event.
Yeah, because
that
that's
shit
where
was
That's
so
that-
good.
that's where it really
Yeah.
where it really started to click. Because
Yeah.
in the beginning, like I said, in the beginning, it seems like everybody was up to a point where it was like, all right, we're missing a few beats here. We're hitting our points, but we're missing a few beats.
But
Like,
nobody fucked up majorly.
no, nobody fucked up majorly.
There wasn't like a slip on the rope. There wasn't like
There was
anybody
one slip on the rope that we think
was-
might have been a mess up, but we don't know if it was a mess up or if it was just supposed to how it was supposed to be with Brunson.
Yeah.
Brunson Reed. When he-
Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
main event.
Yeah.
So
there was a
we'll-
couple in there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We'll get
so
there.
we'll get there.
But
But
the one after that fight was the triple threat.
yeah, the triple
Yep.
threat for the what was it? The
IC title,
IC
yeah.
title, and it was Sheamus.
I sure thought Sheamus was going to
Ludwig
win
Kaiser,
too.
and,
Ludwig Kaiser, yeah,
and there's Braun Breaker.
Braun
There's so many
Breaker,
Brauns.
Bulldog. Yeah, there's
Too many Brauns.
Braun Reed, Braun Strowman, Braun Breaker. Yeah,
Too much.
Oh, there's too many of them.
Too much.
But that one wasn't too.
It wasn't
too
too bad.
hyped. It was a good
It was
match.
okay.
I wanted Sheamus
Like,
to
I was
win.
going to say, I sure thought
It
Sheamus
was like a
would
C
win.
plus because like you got to see a good amount of stuff because I mean it's a triple threat match, so there's no rules, so you got to see a good amount of action outside of
Yeah.
just wrestling. You got to see Sheamus use the shillelagh. You got to see people get thrown out of the ring, thrown out of the fucking out into the crowd, and you got to see fucking Sheamus pull both of them over the crowd barricade and hit him with his fucking like club punches to the chest. Like
There's one thing I haven't gotten
They got a
used
good
to.
mix.
There's one thing I haven't gotten used to in the new WWE rules because back in the day when I watched it, triple threats weren't a no DQ
No,
match.
no.
And now they are.
yeah,
So that I haven't gotten used to that because when I first started watching it and getting back into it, there was a lot of bloodline stuff going on and they kept having triple threat
Yeah.
matches
Yeah.
all the time, and they're like the bloodline would come out and nobody would get disqualified, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on right now? So
Yeah,
that's a
yeah.
rule that I haven't gotten used to.
It's
But-
definitely new.
But Sheamus has he's almost a Grand Slam champion. He's almost won every title there
Yes.
is to win in the WWE as a male superstar.
That
but the only
pale man is
Yeah.
almost one of the most
God,
decorated
yeah.
champions in our roster.
He's
so
had every
pale.
championship except for the Intercontinental Championship.
You
That's
can
why last
reflect
night
light off of
I
that man,
swear.
and it would be brighter coming off of him than it was.
It's like the
going on
world's
to him.
brightest
Yeah.
flashlight.
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
that is one Irish ass man.
Man, you
Sure
can put him out
is.
you can put him out in the middle of the cornfield in the middle of night, no moon, and you'll
Still
still
find
see him.
him.
Yeah.
You will still see him.
He's reflecting
I
off of
love
himself.
Sheamus because he's
Yeah.
been around for a long time. He has absolutely earned my respect for sure.
Oh, yeah.
But that is one pale man.
God,
That
yeah,
is,
he is.
he's been in the WWE since I was a kid.
Yeah.
But
Well, and that's
the-
why last night I was saying, I was like, if anyone doesn't like regardless of you being a big fan of WWE, like everybody knows who Sheamus is.
Right. Right.
But he's also done things in like sports and shit.
Yeah.
He's been around for a long time, like to the point where I honestly forgot that he was even a part of the WWE until we started rewatching it again,
Yeah.
and they were like kind of putting him in smaller storylines. I was like, dude, I forgot that he even existed. Yeah, I'll get it.
Yeah.
So after that one, there was. Did we tell him who won that one?
One thing that I wanted to mention with the triple threat match is that I wanted him to win because he hasn't won that championship, but I don't think they did enough promotion for the fight before the fight actually happened
Right.
for them to really be like, yeah, he gets it.
Right.
But there was just like a, hey, you want to help me get that title that's been eluding me my entire career?
Mm-hmm.
And that was pretty much like the only promotion that ever happened for it. But the fight after that was the
I'd
United
say, 'cause I
States
didn't notice much for
Championship.
that fight whenever it came down to it. I didn't notice any
Yeah.
promotion. There wasn't
There
really
wasn't
a whole lot
really
of hype
any.
about it. But I mean, it's like
The
Braun Breaker, they don't
Ludwig-
really need to, they don't really, not that they don't need to, but they don't really do a whole lot with Braun Breaker as champion when it comes to promotion. Like,
They really just say he's a powerhouse.
That's
That
like
he's a powerhouse.
Yeah.
That was kind of my thing with like because you wanted him to be champion too, and I'm like, see, but here's the thing.
But I
is,
wanted
like,
him to be a champion over who had it because I just felt like he would have been better for it. And I think he took it from Sammy, and Sammy has better potential. I'd love to see him hold the world heavyweight someday.
I would too. I just he did take it from Sammy. But Sammy, honestly, I don't know. Like
Well, he took it from Sammy. Jay took it from him. He took it back from Jay. And I wish, honestly, fuck everybody. I wanted Jay to have it. I wish Jay still had it.
yeah.
But
he needs to
they
be a part
had
of
to
this
pull him
bloodline
away
thing, so.
for his
Yeah.
fucking bloodline shit. And
Hey, don't say it like that because it's fire. Don't say it like it's a
No,
problem. Like
yes,
I get it,
but
that-
I want him
'cause-
as a singles champion.
and I get
so
that
bad.
he could still be that.
Well,
After this
they've
is done,
definitely-
like,
they've
you gotta,
definitely-
like, it's not like it's not like they took him out of that and now he's absolutely never going to be
Right.
able to get an
I don't know.
opportunity
They've
for
made it a point that he is a singles superstar now.
I mean, yeah,
He
but
gets
can
his
still
own
be a
entrances
part of-
and everything, even with the bloodline.
I mean, shit, Triple H was a single superstar when he was in D-Generation X. So was Shawn Michaels. They
Yeah,
both
but-
held their own belts and had their own matches of significance. I get that they are putting him in the bloodline. That does not mean
Right.
that he is not going to be able to hold a title because that just makes the bloodline even stronger. Once again, it just goes back to what they were before the whole dismemberment of the bloodline in the first place. It just puts them right back in position to become the most dominant force in the WWE again. Even
But
if it is
all
for a
holding
shorter
singles
period of
titles
time.
instead of tag team titles.
Exactly,
this time.
exactly.
It'd be nice to see Jimmy with the
That's what
title
I'm saying.
too,
It would be
Yeah.
cool to see Jimmy get his own little spotlight, his own storyline where he pursues his own title as well.
Yeah, because he hasn't done that yet.
No,
it's just been Jay right now.
And
Yeah.
now that he's come back from and we'll talk about Bloodline and how
Yeah,
I see
yeah.
Jimmy after when it comes to the main event.
The next fight was the United States Championship.
Yes,
Yes.
and that one really good. I'm
That
shocked
was a
about
good
the
one,
ending.
yeah.
Shocked about the
I thought
ending.
LA was going to keep it.
I did
Hey,
too,
I had
honestly,
no
but it was.
thought.
I mean, it was good. It was good.
I love the idea that Shinsuke Nakamura comes back and gets the title
Yeah,
because the
this-
thing
we
about
got a Japanese
Shinsuke-
guy holding the United
Yes.
States Championship.
Yes.
It's
not the-
phenomenal,
not the first
dude.
time
I know,
we've
it's not
had
the first
a
time, it's
foreigner,
just-
but it's
it's
great.
just funny.
It's great.
It's great, and I love Shinsuke. I've always loved Shinsuke. Whenever we first introduced him, I was like, this is a very over the top Japanese wrestler. But they love him in Japan too. Like he's very, very respected in Japan. They love
Yeah,
him
the
to
little
death.
video they did at the beginning of it was
Oh, such a cool
fire.
promo! Such a cool promo. It was
yeah.
like old ancient samurai,
Yeah.
like the
And he
the
came
writing
out
on the
with
scroll.
the samurai helmet on with
like,
the demon
Yeah.
mask.
Oh, it was so cool, and I love that. Like, I don't like the makeup they do for him. Honestly, it's a little fucked up.
that's
I don't
what I'm
like
saying.
It.
I
I
just-
don't like the
that
makeup
part, I
but
don't like the new-
I like the aesthetic. I like the design. I
Yeah.
like the idea that they're going for with Shinsuke because he's
turning
always
Shinsuke
been
into a heel.
Yeah, he's always been this really up over the top, like super
Yeah.
crazy ecstatic kind of guy. But now they get to change that and turn that into a really demented, angry, war hungry, champion. And I'm like, I like that. I'm like, that is awesome. So I'm looking forward to seeing, because especially when they just gave him this little entrance with it's really cool for War Games. It's a very small entrance, but it's very cool where they dim down all the lights, they give him his mask, they give him his shit. I think it would be very sick to see him hold this belt for a good while and see a couple more major like events to get him to do like a big major like samurai bushido type of like
cool.
entrance and have him like come in on like it'd be so sick if they brought him in like an old war general where they had people walk him in on like a big platform on his chair.
Like on the chair,
in his
That'd be
samurai
cool
if
he holds that all the way to WrestleMania.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. That'd be
Yeah.
super sick. I'm like, because when it comes down to stuff like this, I know in the moment people are like, this is very weird, but then I think of the future and the big picture of like what this could be, how this could be planned out, what the promotion for this could be, and I'm like, this could be a dope rivalry between LA Knight and him just fighting back and forth for this one fucking belt. I think it'd be super sick.
I feel like they're also giving him the new persona that they're giving Shinsuke. I think it's also to make up for the arc that LA Knight didn't get to finish with Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
Since he passed away.
Yes.
But because that had potential for a really good arc.
Absolutely.
For LA Knight and Bray Wyatt and all that stuff. So I think this is kind of paying homage to it. You know what I mean?
It was very good. The next one we had was the heavyweight championship fight, which was Gunther.
Which pissed me the fuck off.
Yeah,
Per
Gunther and
usual.
Damian Priest, which we were all rooting for Damian. We were all rooting for Damian. And towards the end of that fight, I mean, it wasn't really a crazy, super over-the-top match, I'll be real, because I wasn't really paying attention to it a whole lot. It really kind of picked up towards the end when it mattered, which was when Damian Priest went to go to the top rope. And
I think that was the first actual slip.
it was the first.
Yeah.
That's because
the-
it might be, it might not have been. It's
Well,
hard to
and
say.
it might not have been because
Finn Balor.
stupid came
Yeah.
out.
Finn Balor came out.
I think there was another plan for that. I think the way I'm seeing it, because the cameraman obviously did not know he was going to be on the ground.
Yeah.
Because it looked like there was definitely a camera mix-up for that.
Yeah.
I think that he was going to do some sick move off the top rope or whatever was going on there, and Finn was going to pin. Finn was going to come in and fucking grab his leg and pull him or something.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be something like that, and I think they had to like improvise.
I think that he was.
piece.
I think that he was supposed to fall off, but I think Finn was supposed to come in and interfere and push him off first, because Finn then went in and hit his coup de grace on him off of the steps, and that very much had to be planned. Because if he is actually injured the way that he said he was, coup de grace is not happening there. Because that's literally
And
a
I'm
grown man
glad.
jumping right on to his wounded area that he said that, quote unquote, it just popped out. Whether it be his hip, his shoulder, whatever it may have been, he said something popped out. And then coup de grace hit him straight in the fucking like midsection area. If he's actually injured, I don't think he's taking that coup de grace, because he also put his arm down there too. So, I mean, if the arm's compromised, he's not putting that arm in the way to block a shot. And if the hip's compromised, once again, you're not doing that, because then you're just crushing that man's hip and making it worse than what it is. So I think it was supposed to be planned, but I think the timing was off. Because I said that, I don't know if I said that while the cameras were rolling or not, but I think the timing of things were, the things were just a little offbeat for most of it. Like, people just, weren't on their steps like they were supposed to be. But it was a good match. It ended in a way that we didn't want it to.
I'm so glad Gunther kicked him in the face.
I didn't like that Gunther got his nice little boot to the face for Finn Balor. That just goes to show that Gunther had nothing to really do with it. He was really like annoyed that he came in, because the way Gunther proceeds like puts himself out there.
Gunther doesn't have to
He
do
doesn't
anything
need
with
help.
it.
Yeah, he doesn't need help. He's one of those guys who doesn't ask for help. He doesn't want help. He wants to be the strong guy and win that he wants. He wants to win.
With this championship, yes. With the
last one
when he had the
didn't matter.
Intercontinental
when he had
Championship, there was consistent interference between them and whatever the fuck
Legion
they,
or something, whatever the fuck
I don't
they're
know, whatever they called themselves.
With Ludwig Kaiser and the other guy.
I don't even remember the other guy's name. I don't think
nobody
he's,
cares about him.
I don't
He's
think he's
stupid.
in anything right
Nope.
now.
But
He's like obsolete.
to go from there, let's go to the main event, because we got a bit of time crunch and we got to talk about this. We have to talk about the main event.
Yeah.
Battle for the tribe, battle for head of the table.
God,
It wasn't the full battle for head of the table, but it was definitely like
It
fight for
wasn't-
territory. Like,
it
we were
wasn't a fight for the
definitely-
you follower or anything like that. It was just old bloodline versus new bloodline.
And it
It was
was
so
a
good.
great
Good
match.
God, it was so
a
good.
great match. Started out with Jey Uso coming out. He did his entrance, phenomenal fucking entrance every time.
So
Knocks it out of the park.
the new bloodline came out as a unit. They all came out as one piece, and the old bloodline all got individual intros, and I thought Jimmy was gonna start just because Jimmy's like currently the most obsolete out of the set. Yeah. Sammy's got a pretty good solo. Jay's got solo. Jimmy's the one that's like attached to Roman. Yeah. So I figured that they would just come out together. But Jimmy got his own intro. But obviously Jay had to start out in the hallways.
Yeah, he started out in the back
and come down the stairs and get his whole big old yeet intro. You know,
great intro. Love it every time.
It's such a big hype. Good. It's so hyped. I love it.
It's so good.
He started out with a dude whose name I cannot remember, but he keeps going.
Every time he does something. I don't remember his name either.
Tamatanga.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, Tamatanga.
Yeah, I think it's Tamatanga or something like that. Fuck, I don't know.
Like that. Yeah,
it's one of those guys where we were like, he's not that big of an importance because I
didn't
know his name until the announcer just said it. They say it all the time, but I don't give a fuck about that guy.
Yeah, he got let out. They were the first ones in, and then I'm pretty sure it was Brunson Reed was the next one in.
Yeah, Bronson Reed
was the next one
in.
He
big
came
ass,
in,
bro.
Big ass fucking dude. He came in, and then they ended up sending Jimmy in next, which was perfect.
Of course,
they needed to
for his brother
with brother.
Yeah.
Yep, they needed to have that tag team experience again be shown off because God, those guys are so good at what they do. I love them to death. Like they're. In my opinion, they're not the number one tag team to do it of all time. They are definitely up there in top 5 tag teams of all time by far. But it's like it's hard to put them over like the Hardy Boys and shit for me. Like it's hard to put them over the Dudley Brothers over me. Like it's tough for me when you have in the grand scheme of how many tag teams there are. Very good tag teams.
They were
very entertaining to watch.
They were tag teams for. So they mentioned that it had been 14 years in the WWE for Jay. So I'm assuming 13 years because.
Yeah,
about a year since they were really together.
Yeah, and it's
so 13 years of straight tag team action.
They went in there and they put in work too. They made it look great. They did some good ass fucking moves. Hit some good ass shit. The next one in after that was Fatu. And Fatu went in there and he was dismantling people.
Just wrecking shit.
Being the animal that he is.
He is, dude.
He's a big guy. Like, that's a big man. And the way that he moves for the size that he is
agile
crazy. He is
a terror, dude.
Like, it is crazy. Like, he was in there literally dismantling people for the first 15 to 20 seconds that he was in there, and like everybody was on the floor after he got in.
Oh god,
everybody got fucking laid out.
So the next one in.
Was Sammy.
The next one in was going to be Punk.
It was going to be Punk.
But Roman stuck his arm out and grabbed the edge of the cage so CM Punk couldn't come in, and looked at Sammy and said, "Go in."
Because initially it was going to be, I think it was Tonga Valoa. I think was the other guy that was going to go in for the new
and he put Fatu in instead.
And
Roman or Solo did the same thing.
Yeah, Solo did the same thing and stopped him and said, "No, Fatu, get in there." And they sent Sammy in. Sammy went in there and he just, with the power of ska, went in there and just fought through everything.
So I think
I love that man.
I love him to death.
I love
Sammy
that man.
is such an awesome guy.
I think Roman. I don't know if they really thought about this to this extent, but I think Roman noticed that Solo sent his biggest powerhouse in there early.
Yeah.
And left the guy that nobody gives a fuck about. Left him in the cage. I think honestly that Roman was thinking about putting Sammy in and saving CM Punk for second to last so he wasn't as tired.
Yep.
I think that Roman was thinking about that a little bit further.
The way they sat in the cage where they were like,
they were just like
they were all mad.
I said it last night. It was like a couple that just got into an argument in a car and neither one of them can leave. So it's like, breathe somewhere else.
Don't look at me.
Right. Don't look at me.
Look out that window. Don't look in my direction.
Right.
They were just like pouting, just like fuck you.
It was hilarious.
Just like looking away from each other.
But then we got they sent Sammy in. Then after that we got Tagovailoa, I think is his name. He got sent in. Yeah, something like that. He got sent in. Sir Botch a lot is what I call him. He went in there. They started fighting and beating shit up. And then CM Punk gets called in. CM Punk runs up, acts like he's going to go into the ring as all of the new tribe is standing there staring him down like hyenas looking at their prey. He's literally just watching them all. He goes down underneath the ring and grabs out a toolbox and goes in there and starts wreaking havoc.
It was
on
a big
everybody.
thing because the toolbox is what he
everyone.
used whenever he faced
McIntyre
in the Hell in a Cell match.
McIntyre hasn't been back since.
Yeah.
So that was the one
thing. Well, then he tossed Fatu on top of it, and then Fatu just immediately stood up. That man is a zombie, dude.
He just popped back up.
He is wild.
They went to go fight and go crazy. Then the next one to go in was Solo.
Solo went in as the last member. For
And
his
instead, he
group.
didn't even really do anything. He just looked at everybody and was like, you do this.
Yeah, he just
you
went
do
in there and
this.
commanded
Yeah.
everybody to do some shit. And then when it came down to finishing up with him, he decided to take a chain and lock and beat people with it and then lock the door on the cage so that Roman could not get in when his time was up. To
Which
come
I'm sure
in.
that dumbass didn't think about the fact that the match does not officially start until everybody's in the ring.
Yeah, the match doesn't officially start for War Games until
So you
every
can't
person
win.
enters.
You
Yeah.
can't win the match if Roman's not in the ring.
Until Roman's big, beautiful ass climbs that cage.
Yep. Climbed over top.
Good
got
God,
in there
that's
and
a
literally
big man.
just 1v5'd everybody. Just
Tore
fucking beat the shit
everybody
out of
up,
everybody.
bro.
Beat the shit out of everybody. Everybody ended up on each because it's a 2-ring thing.
Yep.
Each got on their separate teams on each separate ring, and then they all got up, looked at each other, and then started beating the fuck out of each other.
Yeah.
Just
was
going
good
in.
shit.
Yeah,
But that's
very
when all
good.
the mess ups started to happen. Roman,
Yeah.
Fatu got hurt.
Fatu did get hurt. Fatu definitely got
Again.
hurt. Like the same leg, I'm pretty sure.
yeah, because he does this move where he bounces from the second rope to the top rope, does a backflip onto somebody like a crossbody slam.
Yeah.
But he definitely slipped on the top rope when he went to do
Yeah.
that jump and twisted his ankle, did something crazy,
That's when-
messed something up because he was limping the whole rest of
Yeah.
the match. He even
Yeah.
looked at somebody at one point and was just like, "You gotta give me a second.
Yeah.
You gotta give me a second."
He even took. I'm pretty sure he even took a low blow to get out
Yeah,
of
from
it. If,
Roman.
if it
Yeah.
wasn't like, if it wasn't already planned, I'm pretty sure that was one of their options in case
Yeah.
somebody got hurt because he took a low
Because
blow.
he
and was out of it
wedged himself
afterward.
into that back corner
Yeah.
for a minute.
Once he
Yeah,
was,
'cause
once
I-
he got that, he was done.
Yeah, I think he went up to Roman and was like, "Low blow me. I need to sit down for a second."
And then on top of that, another low blow was Brunson.
Brunson's,
Whenever
yeah.
Roman was
Definitely
entering,
slipped.
whenever he was entering
Yeah.
the ring, he ended up grabbing Brunson by the head and like smacking his head against the
Mm-hmm.
cage. And Brunson's feet on the rope went bloop and split, and he went
Oh,
straight down.
yeah.
It was such
Wait,
a
he
more-
was like, oh!
It was such
yeah.
a more audible reaction than you normally get from the
Yeah.
fake ones when
Yeah.
that happens. That was an accident.
Yeah, rope to the nuts is not a good time.
Yeah.
Rope straight to ball sack is not fun.
Yeah.
And that big man, too.
He's a
Good
big
God.
ass guy. It's a big ass. That's a lot of weight on those
And then
guys.
CM Punk saved Roman.
Yep.
Yeah,
CM
because
Punk
I was
saved
so
Roman.
Bronson
scared.
Reed got up on the top
Yep.
of the cage and
I
went to
was
go
so
do a
scared.
tsunami off of the
Yep.
top of the cage, and CM Punk saved him even after Roman didn't save CM Punk.
Yeah. Yep.
Didn't
He-
help
he
him up
didn't.
whenever they were picking each other up
Yep.
and all that shit. And Punk was just like, "All right, fuck me then."
Yep. But to kind of just fast forward a little bit through it, when it came down to the end, after everybody got their little ass whoopings, and it came down to the old tribe being basically the last man standing.
entire
It was
tribe.
the entire tribe, including CM Punk, all staring down Solo. Solo's in the middle, and Roman even gives him an opportunity to basically be like,
Yep.
"Look, I'll forgive you. I will
He
accept your."
he extended his arms to give me a hug.
He's like, bring it in. Like, this is family. We could be family and look this all in the past and
Yep.
and literally move forward from this. I take over and we go back to what it was. And Solo was like, nope. I'm the tribal chief. This is my chief. This is my tribe. I run this, and went to go hit a Samoan spike.
And
Jay came
got
through.
Kick.
Sweet super kick.
his
Jimmy
ass whooped.
Another
Jimmy came in. They hit him with another super kick.
Yep.
Then you had
He was in the
Then it was
corner.
Sammy.
Yep.
And then Sammy hit him with the haluva
Sammy
kick.
got
Yep.
him.
Sammy hit him with the kick.
Tossed
and then it
him
went
to CM.
Yeah,
Yep.
he went to
CM Punk, yep,
Yep.
put him on his shoulders, put his ass to sleep, and then all you hear is, ooh, ah! And then you just see him get his soul speared out of him.
And it's funny in the background. As soon as he gets done doing the go to sleep
Yeah.
with CM Punk, CM Punk's just sitting in the back, just leaning on the fucking.
Yep, just watching it all happen. It was super nice.
He just watched the spear and the pin. He was just like, "It's over now."
Super nice.
fin-
Great moment.
Do the finisher. Do what you got to do. But
They
everybody
won.
hit their shit. It was fun. It was
Yep.
awesome.
They knocked them all out. It was great. It was executed properly. They did the point at the end. CM
Yep.
Punk got in the middle and
And then
went to sleep on
CM
everybody.
Punk and Roman shook hands.
Yep, they
I'm
shook
sure
hands.
there's a picture we could throw up of
Yeah.
them all standing with the ones up.
Yeah,
and-
more than likely,
and
probably.
CM Punk hitting
When he
with the sleeve.
wedges his way through at the
He's
end.
got to squeeze his way in. And he's
Yeah.
like,
But we got to move forward because we're running out of time. And if we're going to do this, we got to do this now.
It's
And
Christmas
it
time.
It is Christmas time. We have a wonderful tier list. We have a wonderful Christmas tier list. I'm not even going to switch cameras. Just going to leave it here. I'm just going to put the tier list up on this screen right. Boop.
there.
Cool Christmas little tier list. We have a lot of Christmas movies. We've talked about it a lot on the podcast. We love our holiday films. Christmas time is one of those times when the movies definitely stand out and they definitely pop. They're definitely good, and we could definitely rank them because we all love them.
one way or another. And of course, we have the wonderful S, A, B, C, and D tier. We don't have any special specific tiers because honestly, there's not really a lot of bad Christmas movies.
No.
There are some ones that are kind of meh, but there's not really a whole lot of bad ones.
Yeah.
I would honestly be surprised if we put anything in D tier. There's one that I think would go in there, but I think there would be so many people that heavily disagree with me that we'll get to that.
There
later.
might be one that I put on here that might go to D tier, that might not go to D tier. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, there's a couple on here, but we'll see. But it's super simple Christmas list. It's animated movies and live action movies because Christmas movies don't have a whole broad spectrum to where
between
Other than
live
like those
and
Hallmark
animated.
movies.
yeah, to where we can divide it up like we can our 2000s and 90s
We ain't got
movies.
the time to rank Hallmark Christmas movies. There's like
I
a
don't
million
watch
of
them. That's what I'm saying.
Even if we did watch them, there's like a million of them.
Yeah. No. No thanks.
Let's adjust this right now just to get this going, make it a little bit easier. So, the number one starting out is Charlie Brown Christmas. I'm gonna be real.
I've never seen it.
This is like a C type.
I was gonna say I've watched it, but it's not like a favorite.
Yeah,
it's not
the
something
Charlie
I go
Brown
out of my
movies
way to
don't
watch.
stick around with me. Like they don't really
Yeah.
stick for me. Like I like Charlie Brown, but he's not really a staple like that for me. So honestly, he's probably like a C.
That's fine.
C for me.
I'm just gonna take your word for it. I've never seen it.
The Christmas Carol, the animated Christmas
This is
Carol
a
with Jim
Jim
Carrey.
Carrey.
Yes.
This is a solid S or A tier at
I
least.
put it in A, but that's
I'd
just
put it in
because
A.
I like the original more.
The live action
the
one?
classic one,
I
the original
love
one from like the
this.
80s. I love that one.
I could
It's
put it in
classic.
A. I could put it in A. Whenever it came around for this movie to come out, I remember in elementary school they played it a lot.
I love it.
They played it a lot. The teachers would bring it in and play it as one of the Christmas movies for elementary school time, and that it was a really good one. I do like it a lot. So I could accompany you in A there.
A tier it is.
This one here, A Christmas Story.
So this is gonna be a hot
I
take.
can't put my arms down.
This is the Christmas movie. This is the Christmas movie. Oh shit, I'm fucking shit up.
It might
What the
be
hell?
the Christmas movie, but I don't like it. So this is where it gets popped at S tier because I say D tier.
You say what tier?
D tier. I hate this movie.
Why?
I don't like it.
Why?
I just don't like it.
Why?
I just don't like the
Why?
movie. Because I just
That's
don't like
not
it. It
that's not
does. It does
justifiable.
not give me any tinglies when I'm watching it. I don't know. I don't like
But
the
it's
movie.
not. That doesn't justify it enough to go to D tier.
Well,
If you don't have justifiable reasons,
This is how we do tier list. I personally D tier.
well, then I guess it's gonna go up to A
Wow.
tier then.
Because if y'all both want S tier, then it's dropping down.
I was gonna
because
say
I'm
A,
not
but
D
that's
tier in
fine.
that.
Yeah, A tier. A tier.
I'm not S tier.
You're fucking weird.
Wild.
A
There's
year
your,
without Santa Claus.
there's your heat miser.
If we're
Yeah.
going off of just pure, it's a classic. It has to be there every time.
This is like a B. This is like a B or A for me.
I was gonna say like
This is like a B or A.
oh,
It's
it's
not
like a
super duper high,
B.
but it is like.
Okay, so we're just not putting bona fide classics in S tier.
No.
No.
Okay, got it.
I say B.
B's fine for me.
B-
I can go with B.
B is good.
It's more for the music.
It's one of those ones that's kind of
Yeah.
what
You're
those
singing it with your
movies
grandma,
are.
For the
You know what
tunes,
I'm
yeah.
saying? Yeah,
Yeah.
like a lot of those old ones, you remember them mostly for the music that came in them, not the story behind it, really. This is the National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. This is an S tier for me.
It's such a good movie.
This is an S tier.
I don't remember it enough of it.
This-
I think I enjoyed it.
This movie has so many of my
It's
favorite
so
quotes.
good.
There's a
Hallelujah! Holy shit! Where's the Tylenol?
I've seen almost every movie that we have on this tier list, but most of them I haven't watched since I was a kid.
Oh, man.
There's a handful of them that I know that I watch every Christmas.
I've already watched this, by the way.
I've already watched Polar Express at least 4 times.
Yeah, I've already watched this. Since Thanksgiving ended, I have already seen this movie once.
That's on your list of movies you make sure to watch.
Oh,
I'm
dude,
assuming.
yes.
Yeah.
It will play on Christmas Day as well.
Yeah.
Like, it is literally a bona fide classic. There is nothing around it. Every year that it comes around, I make sure that it is on the TV when I catch it on the TV.
I'll disagree with you on say S tier because I don't remember this movie enough. I know I've seen it,
I'd say S tier.
but if y'all
S tier.
say S tier, then it goes in S.
What do you
tier.
think, Run TMC?
I'm not going to argue it.
What do you think, TMC?
S tier.
There we
less.
go. Die Hard!
Never seen it.
Never seen it, and I still don't believe it's a Christmas movie.
It is a Christmas movie. So, TMC, where based on your like for Die Hard, where would you put this based on how much you like Die Hard? Like if somebody would be like, hey man, how do you see Die Hard, A, B, or C? I could agree. Okay. That's where I was gonna
That's
go,
fine.
but I wanted to get his input as well. I love Die Hard. I love this movie.
Never
Plays
seen
every
it.
time around Christmas time. It's a Christmas movie, just as much as Harry Potter is. I love it.
Santa!
Yeah.
S tier. S tier.
It's
Elf is
S-tier.
S tier.
It's
It
S
has
tier.
to be.
It is. It every year that
It
comes
does
on,
not fucking matter, dude.
It's so good. It is so
I'm the
fucking
loud one
good.
today.
It's such a good movie.
Oh my god, did you hear that? That's so good. It's so good. The fucking snowball scene when he's just fucking machine gunning snowballs at kids.
Oh, he's messing them up.
So good. The animated Frosty the Snowman movie, which is like a 30-minute short film that they played on ABC Family or Freeform, depending on what year you were born.
I actually don't think I've seen this.
Really?
It is the most
I don't think
simplistic
I
version
have.
of Frosty
It
the
is.
Snowman. It is
It
literally
really
when
is.
you hear the song Frosty the Snowman and you sing it word for word.
That-
From
That's what that movie
That,
is.
yeah.
That's literally what
I
that
might
movie
have
is.
seen it when I was a kid. I might have been super
Oh no,
young.
you've seen it.
You've
I just-
probably seen
I
it.
don't remember watching
I
it.
know
though.
you've seen it when you were a kid because if you watched ABC Family at
Yeah.
all throughout Christmas time, it played when you
It-
watched
I mean, the other ones that did.
It's
Countdown
only
to Christmas,
it's
so.
literally like a 30-minute long
Yeah.
short movie. It's like the episode, like an episode really. So
Yeah.
it honestly it is like, for the sake of what we have later on this tier list, which is the other Jack Frost, this one could be a B tier.
I was gonna say
B
the
is
same
fine.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
B-
This
fine.
one could be a B tier.
That's what I was gonna say too.
Grandma got ran over by a reindeer.
I only know the song.
This
I
is an
only know the
A tier
song.
movie.
I was gonna say A tier.
This
I
is
like
an
this.
A-tier movie.
Yeah.
This movie was great. They took Santa to fucking court. They took Santa to court. They put this man in
Yeah.
front of a judge and jury, made him put his right hand up and swear to God, and talk about how he ran this bitch the fuck over on Christmas. And it turns out it wasn't his fault. It was fucking Aunt Mel, you dumb bitch. Tried to kill Grandma on Christmas because you put fucking sense. You fucking spiked her fruitcake and it drew the fucking reindeer in and they ran her over and you tried to blame Santa. You dumb bitch. You can rot in prison. This is an A tier movie. This is an A tier.
I only know the song. I don't know fuck all
It's
about this
basically
movie.
the same thing about the movie. It's the same thing with the other movie, but this one has a little bit more to it because they actually go to court.
Yeah.
This is another movie I have not seen.
Gremlins.
I have not seen Gremlins.
I
Gremlins.
love this movie so much. I can't believe you haven't
Gremlins.
seen it.
I've never
You
seen
haven't seen it
Gremlins.
either.
I've never seen Gremlins.
I say it's
no.
an A tier movie.
I know the little
It's such
toy.
a
I can
good
accept
fucking
it because
movie.
I know people love Gremlins
It's so
to
good.
a high extent. I can
Yes.
accept that.
What'd you say? What tier?
A.
A tier.
I can accept that. I can
I'll
accept that.
just one of those ones I do. What
It's
you
so
say.
good. I love
Home
them.
Alone 2. Where are y'all put? I want to know where y'all are putting this.
I'm thinking either A or B. I like the first one better.
Because I was gonna say I like the first one,
I'm more keen.
but
on
I
the
would
first
say
one.
I'd probably say A.
Okay. I'll accept that. I will accept that. We could put it in A.
I don't think it's S, but
We could put it in A.
What is that?
It's up there.
Now
That's Home Alone
Now
3.
this is Home Alone 3
I've
and the
never
next one is Home Alone
seen
1.
that one.
Okay. So, I'm gonna let it be known. It's kind of a hot take, kind of not. The community's kind of split on this.
Mm-hmm.
This is almost better than 1.
Oof.
I don't like
It
3.
is really fucking funny.
I don't like the movie without Macaulay Culkin.
And you can say that, but have you seen it?
Yes, I've seen it. It didn't hit that little bone in my body that made me really enjoy it because I
This
like Macaulay
kid-
Culkin better.
This kid was fucking hilarious. The movie was fucking hilarious. There are more villains here than there were in the beginning. And on top of that, these guys are actually a little bit scarier than the first 2 villains because there's actually they're actual I think Russian or something like that. And his parents are rich and they know that they have something that they're trying to steal. And it's another, Home Alone, kid gets left alone. But these guys are actually way worse than the other guys.
Yeah.
Because the other guys are literally just 2 street guys trying to rob a house. Yeah. These guys are actual Russian operatives.
So I don't have much of an argument to make on this movie because I watched it once, didn't like it, never watched it again. But I might have changed. If I were to watch it today, I might change my opinion on it. So I wouldn't say S, but I would be okay with A or B.
I would say S for me. It can go up there with S for with the regular Home Alone with 1. Personally.
I wouldn't put it that high.
I've never seen it, so
Let's put it in A. Let's drop it down 1.
That hurts. That
A is
hurts.
fine.
That hurts.
And then the original Home Alone
S
it
tier.
needs to go to S tier. There's no
Yeah.
question about it. It's a great, perfect movie. To
And
me.
then right after that, we can go ahead and throw
S
this
tier.
one
S tier.
right into S tier. This is How the Grinch Stole Christmas with Jim Carrey.
but what will
It
I
is
wear?
so good. It
But
is
what
so
will
good.
I wear?
That The Grinch. Oh, I love that fucking
God.
movie. I love it so much.
It
And
is
then there's
so
the animated
good.
one, which the animated one is very good. This is probably, I'd say, A tier. It has the
live
iconic
action's
Grinch
better.
song in it.
Yeah, I would say A tier as
I'd
well.
say A tier. It has the
'Cause
most.
it's still really
It's still
good.
really good, and it's still fantastic. And like I said, it has the original Grinch music in it, and that's iconic. And I love hearing.
You
it
guys
every
will
time.
have to watch the other Grinch. It's
I'll have
cute.
to.
It's
Yeah.
not as good as the original, but it's cute.
Yeah, because there was the newer animated one, but me and Scott had never seen it, so we didn't put it up on here just because we had already
yeah.
the first two on here, and we've seen them enough. So,
So definitely A tier. Yeah,
so A tier. Okay. Now this,
this is a
in
good
my
movie.
opinion, this is an S tier movie.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
love this
it's S
movie.
tier.
This is an S tier movie.
It's such a warm-hearted movie.
It
It's
is,
so
and
good.
it's got fucking Batman in it, dude. Michael Keaton.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the moments where I didn't want to say the name
I
and
almost said
possibly
Kevin.
be
I
wrong.
almost said Kevin Conroy, but it's not Kevin Conroy.
Yeah,
it's
it's Michael Keaton. Yeah,
Michael
yeah,
Keaton,
yeah.
and it's such a good film. It's such a good
This
film. I've
movie.
already watched that once this year too. I've already watched that once. Jingle All the Way, another movie that I've already watched once this year.
Arnold.
I don't think I've seen it before, to be honest with you.
Oh, it's a great
It's
movie.
so
I
good.
might
It's a
have.
great movie.
I
It's a
might
good
have.
movie.
It's a great movie. It's not S tier for me.
No,
It's not S tier, but it's got a really good cast and it's really fucking
I'd
good.
say an A.
I'd say an A as well. Once again, you guys, this list is going to be a lot of shit that we just fucking love. Like, there's really not going to be a whole lot of bad ones on here.
This is such a good movie.
This is
I
so
love
really
Queen
good.
Latifah.
This is
I love the
honestly
movie
one of
in
her best
general.
movies. This is one
I
of her
watched
best
this a
movies.
lot as a kid. Last holiday, I'd put it in S tier.
This
I'd
is
put it in S
such a
tier.
good
I
movie.
love this
I
Yes,
would put it in S tier.
It's
It's
such a
one
good
of
movie.
my favorites.
It is very good.
This is
It
S tier.
very good. It's got fucking what's his
LL
name
Cool
in
J.
it? It's got LL Cool J, but who's the other? Who's the?
Stick to acting.
Oh, dude, who's the? No, LL Cool J was a good rapper back in the day. Don't say that. He's just a bad rapper now.
So he just released an album.
He's just a bad
Stick
rapper
to
now.
acting.
Yeah.
It's not.
Stick to acting.
It's not that he was a bad rapper always. He's just a bad rapper now.
Yeah.
But the dad from American Pie is also in that movie. If I'm not mistaken. You know what? I think that's a different movie. I think it's a different movie.
I was gonna say
I
I don't
think
think,
that's
Is
a
so.
Steve
different movie.
Carell in that one? I think it's Steve Carell is in
In
Last
Last
Holiday.
Holiday?
I think is he? Is he not?
I don't think so.
No.
Well, because she doesn't end up with LL Cool J at the end of it.
Yes, she does.
Yes, she does.
Yes.
Yeah.
LL Cool J is the man that she's got in her little
Well, yeah.
future book or whatever the hell it was called. I don't remember.
There was another dude in the movie though that was like her funny dude companion in the movie, and I can't think of who it is. I think it was the dad in American Pie, but it could be wrong.
I don't think
I don't
so.
think she had a funny dude companion in the movie. It was pretty much solo.
I
for
might
her
be
the whole
thinking of
season,
another
the
one
whole
of her
show.
films then. Either way, still a good one. The next one, Scott's #1 movie of all fucking
This
time.
is S tier. I don't care what anybody
It's
says.
S tier.
I love this
It is
movie
S tier.
so much.
It is S tier.
I
It's
said,
my
I
number
have
one favorite animated
already,
movie ever.
I've already watched it at least 4 times.
It's a great movie. It's a great movie.
I only watch it during Christmas time because I'm not an asshole. But it's my
I
number one
watch it
favorite
whenever
animated
I
movie
want.
of all time.
It's a movie where
It's such a good movie.
Honestly, though, as I get older, I kind of check out about halfway through it. Like
I don't.
after they get to the
North
North
Pole.
Pole, I kind of just like my brain is kind of like, all right, they made it.
I made
and I know
Aaron-
what happens next, and I don't go through the present like conveyor belt. I don't watch any of that.
I made Aaron shut up during the hot chocolate scene.
Oh yeah, hot chocolate scene's got to be listened to.
I
yeah.
said, this is my favorite part. Shut up. And I turn it up real quick.
Hot chocolate scene is amazing. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the original animated film. This is a banger. It's got amazing music. It holds up today. It's a classic. This is an A for me. If
I was
not
going to say
A, or
A.
S.
Yeah.
I would have said like B.
Yeah, you're wrong.
Well, then
I
A.
don't like it that
Because you
much.
said S
Yeah, you're
or A. I said A, and he said B.
I like
so.
it. I don't like it that much though. This
Santa
one,
Claus is coming to town. This one, I could go A or B on. I like it a lot. It's got some good songs, but it's one of those ones where it's just like it'll play once or twice, and then I've got my fill.
I'd say B probably for me
B,
at
B's
least.
fine. B's fine.
S tier.
SpongeBob.
S tier for SpongeBob.
It's S tier.
S for SpongeBob.
Oh God, yeah.
SpongeBob
S for
is
SpongeBob.
almost always going to be S.
S for SpongeBob. Yeah, SpongeBob will always be S tier in my opinion, and that Christmas special being the first Christmas special they did was fantastic. It was so
I'm
good.
kind of mad about the order that the next 3 got put in, but we can't really do anything about it.
Blame Run TMC.
It's 2, 3, 1.
Yes. So
I don't think number 2 is S tier, but
no, but
I
it's A
would
tier.
say
It's
I
A
would
tier.
put number 2 in A tier.
I'd say
I like
A
number
tier.
2 a lot. Number 2 can go to A tier. I could
I'd
appreciate
put
that.
3 in B tier.
This one can
Yeah.
go to D tier.
D.
No,
Yes.
it's not
I say
going to
B.
D.
Yes, this could go to
So it's
D
got to go
tier.
to C.
C,
go
I
to-
guess.
yeah.
It's not going to D.
This is
I love
S
that
tier.
fucking too much.
Trash.
Santa Claus the original, I'd put it
S.
in S tier.
S.
S
S
tier.
tier.
No doubt.
Trading Places.
This is
an
one I
A
didn't know
tier.
was a Christmas movie, probably because I've never seen it.
Never seen it either.
This is a fucking A tier. This is such a funny
fine with
fucking
me.
movie.
There you
It's
go.
such a
We're
funny
fine,
fucking
dude.
movie. It's basically Dan Aykroyd and Eddie Murphy
Jesus.
switch places. Eddie Murphy is a homeless man. Dan Aykroyd is a very rich, wealthy person in New York. And two other rich, wealthy white men basically go, hey, I can make a bet that we could take this homeless man and turn him into the rich snob that Dan Aykroyd is if we just switch them places. And it's such a funny fucking movie because it's two godlike comedians working off of each other with Jamie
Yeah.
Lee Curtis on the sideline doing all funny shit too. It's great. It's great. Christmas with the Cranks.
I'd put like B.
So this movie, watching it now, it is actually a bad movie. It's not that good. Like there's a video from a YouTuber named JonTron. You probably have heard of him if you're a YouTuber watcher like that. He's done a Christmas with the Cranks video, kind of doing a movie review of it. And when you watch his breakdown of it, you're like, holy shit.
This movie's bad.
This movie is actually bad. Like, it's not good. Like, nostalgia, like, puts it up there
Right.
for us because it's got a really good cast and everything. So, like, we kind of hold it in a good regard. But when you watch it again, it's like, this is actually
I haven't seen it in a
really good
while,
movie.
honestly.
I'd say it's B, probably C.
I was gonna say B.
It's
I don't know.
It's got funny moments, but
What did you say, Scott?
I said B. It's like B or C.
yeah.
I think C.
Okay, we can put it in C. I can accept C.
C's fine.
Now, Harry Potter, this is the original Harry Potter. Not every Harry Potter is
I
a Christmas
dare
movie,
you.
but the original Harry Potter is.
I
It
dare
is.
you.
It is. It is. They
I
literally
dare you.
don't
I
think
dare
that
you.
Harry
I
Potter is a
dare you.
Christmas
they
movie.
give each other Christmas presents, and there's literally sewing in
do?
the movie.
There is a
They
There's
sew
a
it.
Christmas
there
scene.
is a
There's
5
a
to
Christmas
10
scene.
They
There's a
were-
there is a
Christmas
5
scene
to 10
where he
minute
gets his
mo-
invisibility
scene
cloak.
in the movie.
They literally celebrate Christmas.
There is a 5 to 10 minute
Literally
scene in the
celebrate
movie, and that somehow makes it a Christmas movie. Does
Literally
not make any
celebrate
sense.
Christmas.
If I were to rank Harry Potter Sorcerer's Stone as a movie in general, I would say S tier. But as a Christmas movie, I'd knock it down one.
Nah.
It's not a fucking Christmas movie.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. It's been played on every single
There's so many
network for
movies
Christmas
that people
movies
consider
every
Christmas
year.
movies because they have a single scene for Christmas. It is insane.
Just
Eat a
like
dick.
But
the
they
original
also have a
Spider-Man is
Halloween scene.
Thanksgiving
Is
movie.
that a Halloween movie too?
What? Yeah.
No, the fuck it's not.
Yes, it is.
It's a movie about wizards.
It's a movie
not a
based in
goddamn
Halloween
holiday
Town.
movie.
It's a movie based in Halloween Town. The fuck are you talking about? You can't argue for shit when you're wrong, Scott. Because
not
their
wrong.
Nightmare Before Christmas is done in Halloween Town,
Yep.
and then they go to the real world to celebrate Christmas. Suck a dick. It's both.
That's Christmas
Be
in the
wrong.
title.
Yes, it's Christmas in the title, but they are in Halloween Town.
But they also go to the Christmas town.
Yes.
And he dresses up
So
as
it's
Santa.
both. He's literally the Pumpkin King.
I have no
Yes.
argument about Night Before Christmas. I'm talking about Harry Potter.
Yes, and there's a Christmas scene.
5
They
minutes of
celebrate
Christmas is not a Christmas movie.
Yes.
No, it's not.
Yes.
Do what
Yes.
the fuck you want. Put it in whatever fucking tier you want. It's not, goddamn it. It's not a Christmas movie. I don't care.
It's a Christmas movie. S tier.
No. So not.
S tier.
S tier.
My fucking vape is dead.
S tier.
S tier. Nightmare Before Christmas is S tier
I hate the movie.
for Halloween and Christmas.
I hate you.
I only hate it because I've seen it too damn much. and
I
it's
don't care.
Not by choice.
Now I can
S
get
tier.
that. I can get the
And that
dislike
movie's
for
been
that. I can
forced
understand that.
for me to watch so many times. I'm sick of watching it.
And I'm sick of you. Shut up. S tier.
Take some medicine. I don't just tell you.
I hate you so much. I hate you so much. God damn it. I hate this
hate it
place.
here.
I hate it here.
S tier.
Yes.
Cool.
I've never seen this one, so Scott, this is for
Yeah,
you.
Scott, take it away on this one. You hold this in high
so
regard.
I'm not going to say S tier. I do really love this movie, and if you
Okay.
have not seen it, it's on Netflix. If you got Netflix, you can watch it. It's a Netflix original. Fantastic movie. I'm not going to say S tier, but I'd put it in A.
Respectable.
I'd put
Have
it in
you
A
seen
tier.
it?
It is a
No?
great
Okay.
movie,
Then A tier.
but A tier.
Because nobody else has seen it except for
It's
Scott.
not one of the best of all time,
Right.
but it's really good.
Respectable. Respectable. Friday After Next. Okay, this is not S tier, but it's definitely A tier. This is one of the best comedies, in my opinion, of all time.
He had
And
to
the fact-
remind me this was a Christmas movie.
Yes,
and
because-
it's all revolved around Christmas.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is. It is absolutely all revolved around Christmas. You tend to forget about it just because it's Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when you have a crackheaded Santa Claus breaking in people's houses, stealing people's Christmas presents out from under their tree throughout the whole entirety of the movie, it's a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
It's a Christmas
A
movie.
tier's fine.
Yeah.
A tier for
A
kids,
tier,
baby.
yeah.
A tier. And Kiana, I'll let you take this one away as well.
So I just wanted it on here because it's a good it's a horror movie, but it's based on Krampus, the one that's I can't remember where he's based at. What are you doing over there?
I have to charge my vape.
I'm was like,
it's
what
dead,
is
so, like, we're
happening
gonna have to
right
deal
now?
with feet being chilly for a little bit because
My feet are chilly anyways.
Yeah.
But
Okay, we only got so much time
Krampus,
left. We're
I
almost
can't
done.
remember where he's based, but he literally
I know
goes
like,
around and
he's like an actual like
takes-
like a folklore.
yeah, they do like a
thing.
parade and everything
Yeah,
for
like,
him.
there's, like, an
but he
actual thing with all
kidnaps children, and it's a
Yes.
horror movie.
Yeah.
pretty much. But it's good. It's a good movie. I think I would say B at least for it
Okay.
because it's not like a phenomenal horror movie, but it's really good.
Now, this one for me, this is one that I added because we started to add ones at the end here where we all kind of like have our own
Yeah.
little take on them and what we like, just so that we could have our own little personal add to this list. And the Tangerine Bear is one of them for me. It was one of those obscure like bargain bin movies that you would only find in like the discounted section. And like they'd be towards like the middle or the bottom, and like it wouldn't be unless like your grandmother or your mom just randomly came across it looking for shit to watch for Christmas time, and this popped out. And it's a cute movie about a little bear who was in a processing factory on a conveyor belt, and he gets put on the conveyor belt a little wrong, so the mouth that is supposed to be sewn on a smiley face gets sewn onto his face upside down. And so he's got a little frown. And he gets put into a box with a bunch of other defective toys, and they all find out that they're all special in their own way, and kids start to notice that, and they start to buy them after they sat there for so long not getting bought. But it's a cute little story. It's a great little
I think I
movie.
might have seen this.
Huh?
I might have seen it before.
I'm about to say,
I've never seen this.
I'm about to say it's one of those ones where it's like not every kid's gonna know about it, but if you've seen it
Yeah,
once,
I've
if
never-
you play it once, you play it for that person, it might click in their head like, oh,
Damn, my knees got cold faster.
yeah, they did. But we're almost done. We're almost done.
finna
I'll go
chill.
ahead.
Son of a bitch.
Nostalgia tells me A, but I'll throw it in B. I'll throw it in B.
B, okay.
Yeah, I'll throw it in B. Nostalgia purposes, if it was me as a kid, this would have been an A tier for me, absolutely. I watched this nonstop as a kid whenever I got it on VHS. But today's standards, compared to everything else that we have up there as well, it really isn't beating a whole lot up there, but it is definitely competing with everything in B tier, so I can respect that.
I honestly don't think anything needs to move.
I don't
honestly
either.
don't think it is
There's
either.
obviously
think
some
we
ones I
went
disagree
through-
with, but we've had our arguments and I want to do
Yeah.
it again. So
I
honestly think everything's fine.
is fine. I think
I do
everything's
too.
personally fine.
right.
Genuinely.
blow
So-
that big up for everybody to see.
Blub,
Give
blub,
it, a
blub,
couple,
blub, blub,
give it a little bit.
Yep. While we're popping that up there, I'm going to adjust my microphone.
Respect to TMC for having to adjust the audio for you moving your mic around now.
But it's not that
Because it's
bad.
going to be
That's not that
Whole
bad.
fucking thing.
But-
It's so loud.
Go ahead and remove.
Last
Knock
but
that down out of
Move
there.
that scene out of there now. We don't need that.
Last but
anymore.
not
The last
least.
thing we're going to do is the song of the week. We're going to go ahead and pass it on to Scott so we can explain to you what the song of the week is.
And hopefully I can do it better than I did last week.
Yeah, hopefully.
Because I butchered the shit out of that last week.
I
Song of
plugged
the
my
week.
phone in and not my vape. Like a dumbass.
Good job.
Yeah. Right.
Doing great, bud.
So Song of the Week is a song that we're vibing with. It's a song that you could either think is really bad or really good. You can let us know in the description below. If you think it's trash, let us know. If you think it's fucking good, let us know. It's really just whatever song we think that you should listen to. There's nothing crazy about it. It's not like it's got to be new. It doesn't have to be old. We're just kind of rocking with it.
Also,
And we
don't be
think that y'all
afraid
should enjoy
to
it.
don't be afraid to give us your community songs of the week either.
Yeah, we actually don't
Yep.
have a community song of the week this week, but that's also because we forgot to ask everybody.
But feel free to leave them in the comments down below if you have a song of the week that you would like us to listen to. Do make sure to let us know so that we can add it to the song of the week next week or
Because
the
we
week
do.
after.
Yep.
And our Song of the Week playlist is linked in the description below. It starts from episode 2 all the way to episode now, whatever the fuck that is. And it's in order as we say them throughout each episode.
Yes,
So
it is.
Yes, indeed.
It
It's a
is
hodgepodge, you'll get whiplash
It is
like a
a
motherfucker.
cluster yuck of music on that damn playlist, bro.
it's
Telling
it's
you
wild.
what.
It's about to get a little more wild because I'm cracking an oldie today.
Oh, you're dropping an oldie?
I'm
Well, since
crying.
you're that confident, Scott,
Go
go right
ahead.
ahead.
I'm cracking an oldie that nobody knows. Because it's an old metal song.
Oh, that's fine.
The song that I got is Cottonmouth by In Heart's Wake.
Oh, that's dope.
It's a hardcore ass band. It's not like guttural screaming, but it's got clean vocals, so it's considered, I think it's post-hardcore for the genre. But that's the song.
Well, alrighty then.
I went and saw them in 2015, I believe, with Parkway Drive, Miss May I, and Thy Art Is Murder. That's how you
That's
know.
dope.
That's how you know how
Yeah.
heavy of a level of a band that is. And
yeah.
the lead
Yeah.
singer of the band is the name that I have tattooed right here.
Nice.
Type shit.
I had him sign my arm, and I got it tattooed on.
That's
the next day.
Nice.
Oh man, I had that idea. I wanted to get it done. There was only one person that I ever wanted to have that done by, and he unfortunately passed away. And that was Jason David Frank. It was Tommy. That's so
His
badass.
name's
Oh,
Jake
yeah.
Taylor, is the lead singer of that band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to get that done for Tommy. I wanted to go to a con and have him sign my arm and then go get it tattooed on me, but he unfortunately passed. So I'm going to have to find somebody else that I want to do that because I got a couple other, but it really all depends on if I run into him. Maybe Johnny Young Bosch. He was another good Power Ranger and a good voice actor, so who knows? Who knows? Kiana, do you want to go? Or?
Yeah, I'll go.
What's up? What you got?
This one came out in 2013. It's Slide by Baby Bash and Miguel.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I love it so much.
Yeah, I know Baby Bash and Miguel. That's a good one.
I don't even know if Baby Bash makes music anymore.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. But to go back, how old was your song, Scott?
Oh shit!
How old was your song?
Let me check to see what year that album came out. I didn't even think to look at that.
Yeah, because you said it was an older song.
It's old for me, I guess. Yeah. The album released in 2015. Shit, that tour was for that album. It released in 2015.
Oh damn! Well,
the album's name is Skydancer.
My shit's definitely older because mine's.
I'll say mine was 2013.
Old for me.
Mine.
It's still 9 years ago. It's not like it's a couple months ago. 9 years is a long time.
Yeah. Yeah. So mine came out in '87.
Yeah, because you like your oldies.
Yeah, mine came out in '87, but it is also by a old metal band. It is by the band called Y&T. Y&T. The song is called "Eyes of a Stranger." It is
The name sounds familiar.
It is. I've probably played it for you a couple times, but it is a banger song. Opens up with a really good riff, hits off really good. I talked about them before, where I've said they're like, if Sammy Hagar was to be the lead singer of Whitesnake, this is what they would sound like.
Okay.
And it is a very good band. They like toured with a lot of very awesome bands. They had a couple songs hit radio, but they never got over the top crazily popular. They mostly got popular with the bands they toured with and the fans of them. So they ended up getting a name out there for them. Weren't super huge to be held up there with like AC/DC, Guns N' Roses, all those other shits, but still a very good band. And they have a lot of really, really good bangers. So honestly, don't be afraid to explore this band outside of this song because one of the years when we did like how we did last week, talked about our rewinds for the year. There was a year, I believe it was 3 years ago, Y&T was my most listened to. I was in the top 0.1% for them, and they had 3 albums of all over an hour listened to on my top albums listened to because their music on each one of their albums, I could find at least 4 to 5 songs that I fuck with on each album. They are so good. So highly recommend them. Love that shit. It's very good, Jazz. What you got? What's wrong?
Did you get your Spotify Wrapped yet?
No, not yet.
Still haven't released that? So we mentioned last week in the last episode that we were going to put our screenshots up for our YouTube recaps.
Yeah,
because we
they
do
haven't done it
YouTube.
yet.
We do YouTube music, but Run TMC thought that we were going to wait until she got hers for us to put up all 3. So whenever she gets hers, that's what we'll do.
I'm assuming
we'll just
it'll
pop
be
up all
here
3
soon.
Very
Yeah,
soon,
because I know it's like
literally
usually
getting
the
into
end of
December.
November, beginning of December, because it's before the end of the year that they give it
ours
to you.
early as fuck.
Yeah.
Because like I had a
You
whole
guys-
into the month of music
You
that I could have
guys
changed.
always
something.
do though. Yeah, you get yours early.
Weird.
Yeah.
But, yeah,
Either way.
we do YouTube music, so we got ours a little early. She uses
Yeah,
Spotify.
Spotify
We're
comes
waiting
a
on
little
hers.
later.
We'll get it hooked up for y'all.
And then
Yeah.
we'll show all y'all the stuff that makes no sense for who we look like.
Yep, absolutely. But
There we go.
with that being said, I am going to pass the camera off to Kiana because she has a few things she has to say to you guys before
Yes,
we roll up on out of
sir.
here.
Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share it with all your friends and your family because we are still on the way to getting Scott a mullet at 1,000 subscribers.
That big 1,000.
And it's getting cold, so
Yeah.
he needs that long hair. I'm telling you what, my feet are frozen right
So
now.
that means subscribe as fast as you can so we can make them as
Please.
bald as possible as soon as
Please.
possible.
We'll have
I
Katie
need-
come in,
Oh,
get it
for-
all recorded
as much
and
as
everything.
As much as I love the idea of having the sides of my head completely freezing throughout
Oh,
the
it's
winter.
okay. You'll get the Al
Do you?
experience, but at like a 75% rate.
Yeah, it'll be really warm right
Because
here.
you'll still have
Yeah.
that middle spot nice and warm, but
Yeah.
then you get the Al experience on the side.
Yep. So make sure you share it with everybody. Hit the bell notification so you know whenever we're posting stuff, and just keep
Follow
hanging
all the
along with
socials,
us.
everything,
Yep.
all that.
Yep, make sure to check the description for all the links to every social, including our new Twitch channel that will
Yes.
be live.
Yep.
The channel is made and created. Just drop us a follow. We're gonna work on getting some streams up and start
Working on a
Streams,
potential
clips, stuff from
working
everywhere.
on a potential website in the future too.
Yep.
So kind
Yes,
of keep
we
your
are
eyes out
also
for
working
that.
on a website for the future.
Yep.
Thinking about doing a design for a pre-order on shirts, probably like 2025. So keep your eyes out and
We'll
look
see
for
what
that.
we could do for you guys, get you guys hooked up. But with that being said, I love you. I'm glad you came through to hang out with us. It's always a fun time when you're here with us, so we would love for you to come back and see us next week. Or for any of our future endeavors, if they come a little bit sooner, then definitely come tune in with us there, whether it be Twitch, YouTube, or if you're a Spotify listener. We love you either way. We're glad you tuned in. We're glad you turned it on. We're glad you rocked with us. So definitely come back and kick it with us for another beautiful episode of Beauty and the Beards. We will see you guys on the next one.
Peace out, homies.